What is going on, guys? This is Jake here once again. I'm here with another Black Ops 3 gameplay and commentary for you guys. I'm playing some Kill Confirmed on Splash. Not too much about the gameplay today. Doesn't really matter, you know. Like I've said every time I do one of these, gameplay commentaries aren't really a thing anymore, but who cares? I'm going to do them anyways. Today I actually have a kind of a story to tell you guys. Kind of a really, really sad story to tell you guys. I've been bummed out about it. And usually stuff like this doesn't usually get to me, but I was going to do this yesterday. Just wasn't in the mood, so I decided to do it today because I have a day off from school. But to begin, if you guys don't know, I am a junior at in college, I should say. This is my third year. And I am studying mass communications, media studies, whatever you want to call it. I think they changed it, but same thing. And you know, I've grown close, not really close, but I've gotten to know a lot more people that are in the same study or area field. Seeing that I have a bunch of classes during the day with them, and I've seen their faces, I'm familiar with a bunch of faces. You know, people usually that you're in the same study or area of study, you're going to get to know them a lot more, and I have actually had the privilege of doing that, just like most everybody else. But there was this one girl that I met at the beginning of the semester. I sat next to her. It was in my basic media writing class, and she had epilepsy. And I remember the first day, one of the first assignments was we had to interview in groups of 3 or less the people sitting next to us. And she was sitting next to us. And you know, since the first day we have been talking. Like every day I'd walk into class, she'd be like, "Hey, how you doing? Did you do the homework? Blah, blah, how you doing? Blah." She was just a very, very nice and sweet girl. And like I said, she had epilepsy. So the first day we interviewed each other, she had mentioned that, and she said she has seizures a lot. I don't know too much about epilepsy, but yeah. So the first day we interviewed each other, we got to know her. She just seemed like a very sweet girl. And I remember she told me, she was like, "If I ever have a seizure, just let me have my seizure, you know, don't interfere, it'll make it worse." Like I said, I don't know too much about that kind of stuff, but I'm like, okay, sweet. You know, I was like, wow, why are you kind of telling me this stuff? I'm not really sure. Like, I mean, do you have seizures all the time? You know, I don't know how, like I said, I don't know how epilepsy works. But it was just yesterday, or no, I got an email Monday from our teacher. Actually, you know, I'm jumping way too much to conclusions. Her name was Elizabeth, I guess. I'm not going to say anything else about her. She was 25, very, very nice girl. I know she went to a community college before this one, and she was in the same area of study as me. Like I said, we got to know each other, not really too personally, but I remember last Thursday, her class, that was the last time I would ever see her. Very sad news, guys. I was so torn up about it. I was like, wow, that is just crazy. So Monday morning, I think, or no, it was Thursday afternoon. So it was last Thursday. So we have class. That class is from 12:30 to 1:50. And then apparently that evening, she suddenly just passed away. I don't know any details, but our professor in that class emailed us. She canceled class this Tuesday, so we haven't been together. So tomorrow we'll all be together, and I'm sure all of us are going to be sad. Even though I knew that girl for only 3 or 4 weeks, like I felt like she was, you know, she had potential in life. She was just a nice girl. I don't know, man. It was just very sad news to hear about that. I've never really had something like that happen to me where I've had someone, like, I guess, fairly close. I'm not saying, like, she was one of my best friends. Like, I just met her at the beginning of January. So, you know, it's just crazy, guys. 25 years old, and she had her whole life in front of her. She's in college. She was studying to become a mass communication major, just like myself. You know, she always came into class with a smile on her face. She was always in class early. I remember she'd get there 30 minutes before anybody else, wearing the same, you know, sweatshirt every day, representing the school. Just always smiling, asking how everybody was, you know, very nice, helping some people out. I remember, like, all the time I couldn't, or not all the time, but, like, certain times, like, I couldn't figure something out, and she'd be like, "Oh, you know, do this," or she'd help me out, and then, like, we'd have a quiz, and she'd be like, "Oh, you can do it, you ready for this? I think you can do good." You know, stuff like that. She's just a motivating person. I don't know the details how she suddenly passed. but I very sad. Her family shared that with the professor and said to share to the rest of the class. So I don't know, guys, just very sad. I'm usually not the one to get too emotional about this kind of stuff, but this kind of hit me. Like, you know, people have their whole life ahead of them, and I don't know. It's just crazy, man. Like, the people around you, make sure you show them every day that, you know, hey, I care for you. You know, I'm there for you. You mean something to me. Because you never know when something bad could happen and just they could just be gone like that. You never know, guys. It's just, I don't know. I'm not much of a preacher. I'm just saying, those ones around you, make sure you show them that you care for them every day. And, you know, even this girl, knew her. Like, yeah, we sat next to each other. We talked to each other today. But still, like, that's something that clicks with me, you know. She's gone now, and I won't ever get to say something to her again. Or, you know, I may never ever get to work with her later on in the same field as mine in the future. It's very sad, guys. I don't know. There's not really much else to say. Very, very sad. So, yeah, that's the story. I'm not really a good storyteller. I tried to tell it my best. And I'm not looking for attention. You don't need to feel sorry for me. I just thought I'd share because it's just crazy, guys, how you can lose people just like that. So, yeah. Again, don't be sorry for me. Feel sorry for her and her parents. I feel so bad for the family losing, you know, someone that young. You should never ever have to see your kids go before you. And I know that's just a thing a lot of people preach, but that is just horrible, horrible. If I was a family man, I could just, I don't know. I might link the obituary in the description. Anyways, really not much else to say. Again, guys, don't forget to maybe hug your friend, even though it's weird. Hug them, tell them how much you care about them. Kiss your girlfriend, kiss your boyfriend, hug them. You know, say how much you care about them, because you never know, guys. You never know what can happen in life. Just crazy things can happen. I feel bad for her. Rest in peace, Elizabeth. You were someone who I wished I got to know a little better. Very nice individual, and you had so much potential in life. And I wish the family the best. Anyways, guys, that's the story for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And just remember to smile today. I don't know, you know, do something nice. Do something nice for someone. You never know; they could be having a bad day, and you could make their day 20 times brighter. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Black Ops, mark up another win.
Crush the opposition.